Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm ACated and this is my build. In today's video, we're going to be building a royal palace in Britechester, which I'm kind of excited for. This build is specifically going to be used in a maybe upcoming gameplay series, perhaps, if I'm able to. I think it'll be interesting. I think this build turned out pretty good. I'm very happy with how it turned out, and this build also only uses 3 packs, so it uses Discovery University because we're in Britechester. It uses the Royalty and Legacy pack because it's a royal palace kind of thing, and it uses that Tea Time kit just because I really wanted to use it, but I don't really use it that much. So if you don't have that kit, which if you have Royalty and Legacy right now, you probably should have that kit, but in the future, if you don't have that kit, it should be fine just because the build doesn't use it that much. It only uses it on like a very small amount of things. I think it uses it only once in a greenhouse and in like a little tea garden kind of thing. So yeah, regardless, I only use minimal packs. I hope that's good, and I hope that means that more people can download this. I was debating whether or not I should build this in Ondarian rather than Britechester, but for the gameplay series I was thinking about having a royal family be more British inspired rather than Mediterranean. So I was thinking it would be either in Windenburg or Britechester, and I tried Windenburg. I was thinking about doing the Von Haunt estate kind of thing, but you can't really change the lot type for that, and to do that I would need a mod, and as much as that would be fine, I kind of think it would be better to not place it on that lot, especially because that lot's kind of small. I was looking around for a lot that wasn't too big but also wasn't too small. So this one is a 50 by 40 I believe, and in Windenburg there are only like 64 by 64 lots, and then the rest of them are like way smaller. So it was kind of hard to build a palace there unless I wanted to be like really big, and I tried building a 64 by 64 lot. That video should be coming out soon. It did not go well. At least I don't think it went well. I took way longer than I should have, and it felt eventually I literally just put it onto a smaller lot just because I just couldn't build that much, and it literally fit perfectly on the other lot, so that was good. So yeah, Windenburg would have been fine, but I think this might be a little bit better, especially because this is literally very British. It's Britechester. I feel like it's a very British kind of world, and I feel like this lot is specifically perfect for that because it's just like so centrally located. It just feels like the good place for a palace. I did have to replace the library here, which is not the best thing to do just because the library is pretty cool, but whatever, it's fine. We're not going to use the library in this gameplay anyways. Plus, if you really wanted to, you could move this lot to a different lot. It doesn't have to be in Britechester, but I feel like it looks pretty Britechester-y, so maybe you'd have to find a different place for it that feels a little better. Maybe Penford on Bagley. That's the only other British world. Maybe you could place it in Brindleton Bay, but I feel like it fits pretty well here. So I don't know if I've mentioned the gameplay series that I was talking about just now. I'm not sure if I mentioned it before, but I was thinking about doing a gameplay series centered around like rich, noble sim families. Not necessarily noble, more like just influential. So the dynasties thing was perfect. So yeah, the royalties and legacy thing came out just at a perfect time. I was thinking of maybe having 3 sim families that I would rotate between, and then we would basically just play it out and see what happens and just create some drama, and I think that would be fun. I'm not entirely sure how realistic it'll be for me to consistently put out this series. I'm not sure when it's going to come out. I'm not sure how often it's going to come out. I'm not sure how long it's going to be, but I think it'll just be interesting to kind of just see how it goes and try it out. So yeah, just keep on a lookout for that. I don't know if I should give away too much of what the series is going to be about, especially because it might still change, but generally it'll be different types of dynasties. So this one, of course, is the like the royal family, and there will be other ones. There's different types of rich people. There's different types of dynasties, I guess, influential families. This one will be, I guess, the royal family of Britechester, so kind of like a nod to the royal family of England or something. It's not very similar though. This is very much different from that. Like, it doesn't even feel like that in my opinion. Especially the inside of the house. The inside of the house looks way more like a very generic royal family rather than like a very British royal family. Anyway, so let's talk about the build now. So the build is a royal palace. I had it all gated off, and then I used some debug pillars to give more dimension to the fence because it was just like a long metal fence, and I thought it needs a little bit more division, so I put those down just to give it a little bit more division. The front of the house will have 2 entrances, which I should be placing down about now. And the 2 entrances, one entrance will be for the throne room, and the other one is for like a servant's entrance to the kitchen. And I was thinking about having servants, like a servant's quarters. You could probably still do that. Like if you could find a place to put a basement and put servants' quarters down there, I guess you could. But in this one I didn't, especially because this was already a lot. Like this video was 4 hours and like, no, not even 4 hours. It was 4 hours and more of just build footage. And I did this all in one sitting, which was kind of interesting. And I don't know if that's a lot. I'm sure there's like longer ones, but I feel like that's kind of a lot for one build. So I condensed that down into just under 40 minutes, which this video should be just under 40 minutes. I mean, I think it's pretty good that I finished this all in one sitting, but also it was a bit much. Also, I guess it wasn't all in one sitting. It was more all in one day because I did take a few breaks in between to do other stuff. But yeah, I finished this all in one day, and now I'm doing the voiceover for it. I actually built the next Sims video that I'm gonna make. There's gonna be another build, and I actually built that before this one, and I haven't done the voiceover for it yet. And it's kind of interesting that I'm going to post this one before that one, but it's just because this one I feel like is more relevant to royalty and legacy, so I feel like it's better to post it sooner rather than later. And also the other one, I'm not very proud of it. I don't think I built it very well. I'll go into more detail once that video comes out, but I'm not entirely sure if I like it, but it's fine, and I might actually go in and make some changes just because it's, I don't know. I'm going to use it for the gameplay series as well, so it should look good. So I should probably change things that I don't like about it. You've probably already noticed that I've been using the new staircase feature. It's a very interesting feature. I'm very confused why we got this before we got like spiral staircases, but whatever, I guess. It's fine. It's a pretty cool feature. It would be cool to have spiral staircases. It's not necessary. Like, I don't see myself using them that much if they did come out. I don't see myself using this that much either because I don't build lots of mansions and stuff. So it should be fine. It's a harmless feature. I do like how it's used in here, and I also did it on the front steps. It's a very interesting feature. Nice to have. Not really sure why we have it, but not complaining. I mean, I know why we have it. It's because of the mansions and the palaces and stuff, but I would prefer spiral staircases. They should have done spiral staircases for this. I feel like if you were going to do a spiral staircase, it would be for this pack. But then again, I don't know, maybe that's hard to do. I can't imagine it would be that hard, but of course, I don't know that much about this, so maybe it is hard. Maybe it's really impossible to do a spiral staircase in this simulation kind of thing. I quite like some of the royalty and legacy objects and stuff, although I do not like that a lot of them seem very recycled. I feel like people have talked about this already, but everything feels kind of the same. Like we've already gotten stuff like this. It feels just like a lot of recolors or slight mesh changes or just a lot of slight changes to existing things. Also, the fact that they added like a plant, which is not only a plant we've had before, but they also cloned it twice and also barely changed anything about it. So I don't know how to feel about that. The wall decals that they added here, they're the ones that I'm using that in the room here. I'm not sure how to feel about them. In theory, they're kind of cool because you can customize it, but in practice, it kind of just looks off to me. I'm not sure if that's just a me thing, but they kind of look off. Like they feel like they don't belong there. It might be a lighting thing just because the lighting in this game is kind of weird. Also, this entire room just feels off to me just because there's just lots of borders and stuff that kind of don't mesh well together. But I don't know, maybe I'm being nitpicky just because I built this. I'm being too hard on myself. Or maybe I'm being an appropriate amount of hard on myself. I guess that's for you to decide. I do kind of like the idea of the royalty system, just because you can kind of be like the ruler of your own kingdom. I quite like that, even if it doesn't quite make sense for things like, I don't know, maybe you'd be like the king of Willow Creek, the queen of Oasis Springs. I don't know. That seems kind of interesting, but also maybe you could flavor it to be more like you're the mayor of Willow Creek or like you're the mayor of Oasis Springs or something. That's what I was thinking about doing. So like for San Myshuno, I was thinking of being like the president of San Myshuno or something. I feel like that's more appropriate, and you could somehow tie that into royalty, although the whole throne and stuff still feels very monarchy kind of thing, and I'm not sure how to feel about that. But that's not a thing on the pack's fault. That's just like my own idea of it. The pack is about royalties. It's not about being the president, so that's fine. It is kind of fun, but also I haven't really played that much in it so far, so I kind of just played around a little bit with it. But mostly I've just been building with it in this. Mostly in this, actually. I haven't really been building with it otherwise. Usually when I do building, I'll film it. So usually I'll make a video about it. So this is kind of all the building I do. That's also why I build like suburban houses and then make a video about it, because it's like, okay, no one's interested in this, but also I feel like I should still make a video about it, even if nobody's interested about like a boring suburban house. Anyway, so this is the throne room. It's for the throne. You can hold court here, which in the gameplay is like a little event where you basically have people come over and then they tell you their concerns or something. In Sims 4 fashion, it's like not the most efficient or functional, but it's good for, I guess, flavor if you want that. I do like the throne room that I made here. I feel like it looks pretty good. It's a little small. It's also, there's not a lot of room for chairs and stuff, and also I haven't played that much with the whole court system kind of thing, so I'm not sure how big it has to be or like what objects I need. So I just put down a bunch of chairs because I'm thinking people can sit down while the king or the queen or whatever is on their throne and they're being like, oh, I do decree that this is the whatever. I don't know. I was thinking that the first floor of the palace could both double as a private residence but also as like a public area, so they would hold like semi-public events here and have frequent meetings and stuff. So there's like a ballroom, there's a throne room, there's a parlor, which is different from the living room because there's like a living room / study on the upstairs as well. That's more for the private residence. But the bottom floor is more like the public residence. So people come over, you show them stuff in the parlor, you go to the throne room and you do formal stuff there, you go to the ballroom and have a party. So yeah, this place is equipped with a lot of stuff. I was thinking, I already said this, but I was thinking about having the servants' quarters. There is a wing that's kind of like a servant's wing, although it doesn't really have that much stuff besides the kitchen that the servants would interact with. That's also where the dining room is, and also a bathroom. This palace only has 2 bathrooms, but as we know from Get Famous, rich people don't need to use the bathroom, so it's okay. That was my fault. I should have planned for more bathrooms. So there's only the bottom floor bathroom, and then at the top floor there's the bathroom and the master bedroom. And there probably should have been more than that, but whatever. I guess it'll be a fun gameplay challenge to balance all the bathroom needs. You know what? It makes sense, because back then they wouldn't have had bathrooms, so this palace wasn't designed with bathrooms. Genius. I accidentally made it historically accurate, I think, and I'm not going to check that. But yeah, anyways, your Sims can hold events here. I quite like the parlor area because I know that parlors were specifically used as like both a family place, like a family space where you could gather with your family, but then also a public space where you can hold gatherings and basically entertain your guests. So there's a piano in there, so you can brag to all your friends about your children's piano skills or something, or even your piano skills. There's a bookcase with probably a bunch of books that you want to show off. There's some artifacts in here, like there's a sword, I think. There's also a little ceremonial corner kind of thing. It's like a little sitting area. And in that sitting area, I liked it because it kind of reminded me of like a formal gathering space that you would go to like discuss things. So I was thinking that in this little corner here, you can meet with other royals and like discuss with them, and it's kind of like a ceremonial thing, so maybe you like take pictures about it and stuff like that. It's just like a ceremonial thing where you just go sit in the corner and you meet with your other royals and you discuss things with them and you kind of like create relations. I kind of like that little storytelling thing, so I put that in because these are rich people. These are like a royal family, but also they are diplomats and stuff, so it's good to have relations with other kingdoms, in air quotes, kingdoms. I was thinking of having, like, of course, the presidency stuff, republics, and other types of government, and those will all be used with like the royalty system. But I like that you were able to change the titles. I really like that. That's a good thing that they added. So yeah, it's good to have little flavor stuff like that. As much as gameplay is important, it's also good to have like little flavor things to help with your gameplay. Like, it's not always the best thing just to have like everything be so concrete. Sometimes you just have to play pretend. I mean, it's good to have good gameplay. It's very important to have good gameplay, but of course not everything has to be just added into the game inherently. Some things don't have to impact gameplay. It could just be just fun little things to add in to make your experience more special. Anyways, what was I talking about? Oh yes, so I was talking about how some of the worlds feel kind of weird to have royalty in them, and I think there was only a handful of worlds that would feel kind of appropriate to have royalty or some form of royalty in them. The rest of them don't feel as such. But some of them you could probably think about more to do them. Like, for example, Henford on Bagley, you wouldn't think it would have some sort of royalty thing, but maybe it has like a smaller royalty, like a lord or something, like the Lord of Henford on Bagley or something. So you might have to adjust your royalty settings for that. I'm not sure. Also, Tartosa could be like a small little kingdom, but also it feels like it would be kind of a part of Ondarian, maybe. If Ondarian is even a kingdom. I'm not sure what Ondarian is. It feels kind of big and also kind of small. It's a very interesting world. They should have just made an African world. That would have been cool. I heard that they were going to do one in the base game, and I think it would have been cool if they did that. At least maybe if we have this little African neighborhood, maybe in the future they give us another African world that's not based on North Africa. Because okay, the world is based off North Africa, but I'm pretty sure the culture is not, because North Africa feels more like Islamic, and I know that this one I feel like is more West African apparently. So they should give us like a West African world, or even just any sort of African world, maybe a world that's inspired by different parts of Africa, has different neighborhoods that are different parts of Africa. I think that would be cool, because we don't have anything like that, and I don't think we've ever had something like that in The Sims. Sorry for my audio quality thing. I was messing with my microphone a little bit, and it kind of sounds a little weird, so sorry about that. I was trying to get rid of background noise, and I was messing with the settings a little bit, and I don't know if it sounds better or not, just because this setting picks up more noise, so then my voice sounds crisper, I guess, but then also everything gets picked up, and then there's more background noise. While for the other one, there's less background noise, but also it sounds less crisp. Let me know which one you like better, because I'm still messing with my audio, despite it being so long. I'm not an audio expert, so I don't know exactly how to do this, and I guess I haven't done a lot of research on it. I probably should do some research on it. Anyways, let's talk about something a little bit more relevant to the build. So right now I'm building the dining room. The idea of the dining room was that it was supposed to be like a grand dining room, one where you have like tons and tons of guests. This is not that, but it is acceptable for The Sims anyways, so it's fine. If you have like a grand event, I guess you can have everyone in the big ballroom rather than the dining room. Dining room feels a little bit more private. It feels like it's more like for the family itself. It's big enough for the family. The family's not that big. I guess it's fine to say, because I'm looking at the build right now and you're gonna see it. So there are 2 parent Sims. There's the king, the queen, and then there's also 2 princesses, so 2 daughters and 1 prince. And I was thinking the prince could be the heir to the throne, so he's like the eldest son, I guess. And I was thinking he would be into like lots of swords and stuff, so swordsmanship. There's 2 training dummies, one on the balcony and one in like the back lawn garden area. And the princesses, I'm not entirely sure what they're gonna do. I think one of them at least will be more musical. So one of them plays the violin. The other one, I'm not sure what she does, but they both have different kind of aesthetics. One of them's more pink, one of them's more blue. That's all you need to know. I'm not entirely sure about their personalities yet, so I'll probably have to flesh that out a little bit more, but that was the idea of it, at least in their room decor. I actually did not make this family yet, but I did make the family for my next build, and actually this one has more preparation, because I made that family after I had built the first one, and it definitely shows, just because I had a lot less preparation, so the next build I have, it feels a lot more aimless. I feel like I didn't have a good plan for it. This one I had a very good plan for it, and I kind of just wrote stuff down before I built it, so it's good to have preparation, and that goes for everything. It's good to be prepared. I mean, it's just generally good to be prepared in general. Even like for my other videos, my Minecraft videos, if you watch them, I actually will usually build a little bit beforehand. So I have a world where I build it on YouTube, and then I also have a practice world where I basically play around with ideas and try to get stuff out and get an idea of what it might look like before I actually start building it. And I think that's a pretty good practice because that lets me get like bad ideas out and get better ideas in, so then I actually am more prepared for the build and also doesn't take so long. I think that's pretty good. It's a pretty good practice for being creative, just to do like a little practice run or like a little warm up, I guess. This is the kitchen, by the way. I already talked about it, but it's kind of the idea of it is that servants cook here and stuff for the family, and then after they like come out and bring it out to everyone. And I was thinking the family doesn't really go in there, so it's a little less classy, a little less decorated, but I think it looks nice anyways. I feel like I've been speaking for a long time, and I literally have 18 minutes left to go, and I feel like that's kind of crazy. This video is kind of long, so I guess keep that in mind. Although if you're already watching this, you already know how long it's going to be, and also you're probably going to watch till the end, hopefully. I hope. We'll see. I guess you'll see, actually. I won't see. I don't know if you're going to watch till the end. But I will appreciate it very much. The same way I'd appreciate it if you smash that like button and hit subscribe or whatever. I don't know. But I would appreciate it if you subscribed, liked, commented, whatever. Do whatever interaction you want. Anyways, I think now we're starting on the bedrooms. So the upstairs area is like the private residence. I'd imagine that if you're a guest here, they would specifically tell you, do not go upstairs, because the upstairs is literally the private residence, so you have no business going up there. And I think that's fair. I do think it's a little weird that the bedrooms kind of just like open up onto the foyer, which is a little weird for security reasons, but since it's The Sims and this house is a little small, despite it being a palace, so it just makes sense logistically. But I feel like in real life it would have some degree of separation, at least one room in between the foyer and the bedrooms, but whatever. I mean, I kind of do have that because the little study living room area in the center there has doors to the other bedrooms. So that's kind of like the degree of separation. For these ones, not so much, but it's okay. As you can see, the both daughter rooms are different, have different aesthetics, and are themed differently. I'm not sure how different the daughters will be, but it'll kind of be this kind of difference. They're supposed to be not opposites, but just very unique in their personalities and interests and stuff. And I feel like there's going to be lots of drama and story things that are happening in this gameplay series that I'm kind of excited for. I think what I'm going to do is that I'm going to build each of their estates, I guess. I'm going to build each of their estates and make a video about it. And then after that, I will start the gameplay series. I was thinking about doing videos on the casts, like making the families, but I feel like that video would not be very interesting. And also, I already started making the families, so it's like, what's the point? So yeah, I think it's fine just to do this, but do the builds and then start the gameplay series. I do think it's a little bit of a problem since some things I might want to add more builds, like for example, might want to flesh out Britechester a little bit and add more commercial lots or just more lots in general to flesh out the world a little bit and make it actually feel like they're ruling over something. So I don't know if I'm going to make videos about those. I probably will. I just don't know how it's going to work because I'm going to make a video about it and then I'm going to make another video about it, another video about it, and then after all that, then I'll do the gameplay series. Or maybe I'll do the gameplay series and then after that I'll make a video about each slot, or maybe I make the lots as we go, which might just be the case. Lots of things are still up in the air, and that's fine. This gameplay series is kind of just like a little fun thing to do. It's not going to be too structured, not going to be too much like, oh, we have to do this, we have to do this. It's kind of just like, here are these Sims, let's see what happens. I think it'll be fun, especially since I don't usually play like this, so it's like a fun way to branch out and do something that I don't usually do. I feel like a lot of Simmers play with families and family gameplay. As much as I like that, and I do a little bit of that, most of my gameplay involves occults in some kind, just because I really like occults, and I usually surround my gameplay around them. And I don't know, I just really like occult packs, so it's kind of fun to kind of branch out and do something I wouldn't usually do with really rich Sims, which I do kind of play with rich Sims just because it's fun to have money, but then also it's not because it limits what you can do. Or actually it does. Actually, it's not fun because it doesn't limit what you can do, because you just have so much money now, so it's like you don't have to actually do anything to earn more money. You don't have to worry about money, and which in real life is nice. In The Sims, it's not, because then you're bored. But I think it'll be interesting because there's some fun gameplay things. Like if you really try, you can make it interesting and make it even more interesting, because then you could add in drama and stuff and add in I guess politics and whatever. I think it'll be fun. Anyways, this is like the royal bedroom, and it's very regal. Right now it's not, just because it's I haven't really built it up yet, but it'll be very regal, very nice, very royal, because it's the royal family. I'm not sure what the inside of like the royal family's house is supposed to look like. I'm just kind of imagining what it might look like. I didn't really look up any reference pictures. It's just coming from my imagination. So yeah, I don't know. I think it looks good. I think this turned out very well. I'm very proud of this build. It's pretty good. At least I think so. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm biased, but I think it looks pretty good. I didn't really get to add everything I wanted to add in. Like I wanted to add a nursery or something. And then also, of course, I wanted to add the servants' quarters. This might have been a residential rental then, because then I would have had like a servants' quarters area, and then the family lives in the rest of the house, or something like that. I don't know. But actually that would have been fine, because then we can have that public area downstairs, and then the upstairs is like the private residence. But then again, also, I don't know. I mean, I didn't get to add everything, but like I added enough stuff. Like this is a pretty packed build with lots of things in it. So I think it's fine how it is. It's full. We don't need to add more stuff. It's fine. If you really wanted to, of course, you could add more stuff. Like you could add a basement if you wanted to and put the servants there. I think that would be kind of funny. And then also I wanted to add that nursery, but at some point I was like, okay, we don't need a royal baby. I think at some point we just have to say that's enough kids. I mean, the families in this won't have too many children or like too many family members. I was thinking there would be like whole extended family and stuff, but I think realistically it would be a little bit better gameplay wise just to have smaller dynasties and just kind of pretend that they're like bigger or something, or maybe just add like one other family member or like household that's outside of the main family. I think that would be fine. Royal family already has 5 people in it. I don't think we need more. I was thinking about adding stables and stuff, because maybe they ride horses, because that just seems like something they would do. But then also I'm not using horse ranch in this, so maybe I'll add that at a later date. Maybe I'll add that in the series, but for the sake of this build, I only used 3 packs. One of them I didn't really use that much. The 2 of them I did use a lot, so if you don't have those packs, I don't think you can download this build, but that's okay. I mean, I think it's fine. This is a palace using Royalty and Legacy in Britechester, so that's assuming you have the Discover University pack, therefore I can use both of those packs. And that's it. That's the minimal packs. That's what I try to do. I try to use only the packs that I deem necessary, and then also maybe like one other thing that I really want to use. In these kind of builds, I am so tempted to use like the tea set from My Wedding Stories, just because the tea set is just so perfect, and we just don't have that in any other pack or even in the base game. This is why I use the tea time pack, because I use the tea set, and also I wanted to have like a little tea party garden area, because I don't know, where else am I going to put it? This is like the perfect place to put it. So we put it in. I might add another, I might make another build that'll use it, but probably not. Probably like a Victorian house or something, some old house, I don't know. Let me know if you want me to make any other palaces, of course, because I have the Britechester one here, but then also I was thinking of also making one maybe in Ondarian. Maybe I can make other palaces, like maybe one in Windenburg, maybe one in Tartosa. That would be cool. Just whatever, and just any packs or builds in general. If you want me to use any packs, if you want me to build anything, let me know in the comments and I'll be open to suggestions. Also, if you have any other video ideas, be sure to tell me in the comments, even things that are not in The Sims, like Minecraft or something. I'm excited to do Minecraft. I'm excited that, to do Minecraft, because I really like Minecraft, and I'm glad I can actually use it on my channel now. Because now I'm doing Minecraft videos, which I'm not sure how often they're going to come out, but I feel like they're actually easier to do than the Sims videos somehow, so you might be seeing more of that than I was expecting. Wow, this video is really long. I checked again and I literally have like almost exactly 10 minutes left to go, and that's kind of a lot. Not a lot, like that's like half a normal video. This is like double the amount of video, I guess. Hopefully you stay through the entire thing. Hopefully it's not too long that people with like no attention span can't sit through it, but also I'm pretty sure no one's actually watching the video. They're just putting it on in the background. And just so you know, you have my consent for that. Like that's like the perfect way to watch these videos. That's how I watch these videos. That's how I watch Speedbuild videos. You put them on in the background to have background noise or just to listen to them. And I like that, and I think that's fine. That's fine for this, because I'm having fun. hopefully you're having fun doing whatever you're doing, and yeah, we're all having a good time. Anyways, so in this little study area that we have here, I really like this little study room. I really like the base game couch that I put in there, because okay, we have all the royalty and legacy stuff. That's cool and stuff, but also the base game comes with some pretty cool like royal type furniture. I mean, evidently it would be because they ripped half of the objects off of it, but we're not going to talk about that right now. But anyways, that couch is really cool. It comes with some cool swatches that I barely knew existed, and they actually look really nice. And yeah, that's why the base game is underrated. Although I mean, I do build with the base game. I mean, everyone builds with the base game, you kind of have to, but I mean, like, I build with the base game in, like, minimal packs a lot, just for the sake of this channel, because I think it's helpful to do that, and I think it's kind of, sometimes it's fun to limit yourself, because limitations create creativity sometimes, but, I use the base game in, like, most of the time, and there are some cool objects in there and stuff, but also it gets a little repetitive, but also it's kind of cool. There's more things than you might think if you don't use the base game. And yeah, I don't know, limitations breed creativity or whatever. Keep going on long rants, but also that's the point of this video, so we're gonna keep doing that. I keep flip-flopping back and forth between whether limitation breeds creativity or having more things breed creativity, because on the one hand, limitation makes it so that you have to be more creative in order to make what you want. So you use unconventional things and you think outside the box. Well, if you have more things and more access to different things, sometimes that's better because then you could do more with it. And I always keep flip-flopping on which one's the better way, because in The Sims, I feel like sometimes it's one way and then sometimes it's not. Like if I'm just like, oh, I want to build this, but I can't because I don't have the object here. Or like in Minecraft, where I'll play on like an older version just for the fun of having a limitation to be like, oh, I have less stuff, so it's a little bit more fun because it's like I can use things that you wouldn't normally use in normal Minecraft, or I guess later versions of Minecraft. But then also sometimes it's cool to have like way more blocks and like way more things to build with, because sometimes that's better. But like, I guess it doesn't have to be one answer. I guess it just depends on whatever you're feeling in the moment. Like sometimes limitations is better and sometimes more freedom is better. So I don't know, maybe we can apply that to everything. That's too philosophical for this channel. Anyways, this is the attic. The attic is kind of stupid, but I thought it would be cool because you could quite literally use it for storage. So for example, I was thinking that you could use the tables and chairs up here and you could put them down in the ballroom if you wanted to, to like make it so that you can have like a multi-purpose room for events. So we have a ballroom there, but then also you can have like a grand dinner or something, or like a bruncheon or whatever. So yeah, you could quite literally use the attic for storage, which is kind of cool. Like you can actually use that as a functional part of the house. So that's pretty cool. At least I think so. I mean, I know there's a household inventory, but I don't know, it's more fun to have it so that you can actually store it somewhere in a physical location rather than like in the void or the ether or wherever things go when they're in the inventory. Anyways, we're moving on to the back garden / outdoor area. So this area is a garden. It took me a little bit to figure out how it's going to look. Like as you can see here, the pathing was a little awkward to do because it's very manual, and then also I feel like I put it in the wrong place. I don't know, but in the end it turned out okay, I guess. But yeah, this is kind of like the garden area. It's kind of small just because this is a small lot. Which is fine. I actually prefer this because I like the size of this lot. I specifically wanted this size lot because I thought it was a perfect size for this kind of build, and it kind of was. It basically was, so it was good. Like, you don't need all this garden area. Like, it's nice to have, but like you don't really need it. And I think there's enough implication of what it's supposed to be to just have it as it is. I was struggling a little bit with like what should be in the center here, and I ended up with just like a fountain, and then I placed statues around it. I was very tempted to use romantic garden stuff, but I didn't want to use too many packs, and it ended up not really being that necessary, so I didn't use it, and I'm kind of glad I didn't because it wasn't necessary. So yeah, I like this little garden. I could have made it a little bit more creative. I just used whatever plants I saw. I could have made it a little bit more fitting to the natural flora that you would see in this kind of garden, but it's fine. It's suitable. It's nice. One thing the base game has a lot of is plants and flowers and bushes and stuff, because there's a lot of flowers and bushes and stuff in the base game. Like there's a lot of them, so sometimes it's daunting to like be like, oh, what should I use? Because like you have so many options. That's another thing with the creativity thing. It's like when you have so many options for something, sometimes it's hard to choose. So sometimes it's nice to have it chosen for you, I guess. It's like the thing with the ice cream flavors. It's like, which one's better? Like a store that sells just 3 flavors of ice cream, or one that sells like 30 flavors of ice cream? Like which one's better? Because one of them has more choice, but the other one is more limiting, but also it's easier to pick then because you only have 3 choices. But I don't know. I guess that's for you to decide, and also too philosophical for the scope of this channel. This is a gaming channel, not a philosophy channel. Although I guess it could be both. But then also, I don't think I'm qualified to talk about that, so we're going to stick to gaming. I'm not entirely sure where a horse would fit on this lot, just because I kind of use the space very efficiently, so I feel like most things, most things have just enough room for them, and if you try to add more things, it might not fit because I already use the space efficiently, but I don't know, a horse stable might fit somewhere. Maybe they have like a country estate or something. I feel like it would make sense that the Sims here would have another house, like maybe like a house in Henford on Bagley that's like their country estate or whatever. That would be kind of cool. I might actually do that. If you're interested in seeing that in a build, I guess, please be sure to comment and I'll probably do that if people are interested. Might actually just do that anyways, but I don't know. I guess if I know people are interested, I'll do it sooner, I guess. Here's like a little greenhouse kind of thing. I know that back then rich people would have greenhouses and stuff, especially in temperate areas like this would be, because they wouldn't grow palm trees and like tropical plants and whatever. They couldn't grow that in the normal climate, so they would have a greenhouse in order to do that, so that they could show off their wealth and be like, look how rich I am, I have a palm tree. So yeah, that's what they would do. So I thought it would be appropriate for here. Also, it's just nice to have a little place to put the gardening stuff. And also, it would be cool to have like a gardener. So like, if there were servants, we can have like a gardener, we can have like a maid or like a butler or something. Maybe we have some other servants that do other stuff, like a janitor. Although, isn't that what a maid does? I'm not sure. I've never had servants, so I don't know what they do, but I don't know. I know they used to have servants in order to man really large estates because they would produce everything on the estate. But that's not really relevant in The Sims because, well, one, The Sims takes place in the modern world, so you don't need to produce everything on your own, and then also everything's made up anyways, so there's nothing to produce. I guess if you wanted to, you could produce like your own gardening stuff. You could produce stuff, but that's not necessary, and I think it wouldn't be efficient to have like a huge team of servants just doing a ton of stuff because this is The Sims. They can barely handle 8 people. They can't handle more than that. Anyways, I'm adding some ivy and plants around just because I feel like it's appropriate. It looks nice, looks pretty. It's nice. Anyways, I think we're just about wrapping up the build. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe to all those fun YouTube things. Please be sure to tell me if you have any ideas for builds or any other videos, anything at all. Any feedback, any requests, very much welcome. I will be posting again soon. I'm hoping to do the gameplay series soon. And again, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in another video, and please enjoy the montage. Goodbye!